This is ABC Radio News at 10 with your host, Albert Tharn. The light-based sentience John Belshaw attended magistrate's court today after being accused of the murder of Elsie Bradshaw, a 200-year-old child from Aglog 3. Mr. Belshaw said that he did not have hands to strangle her, yet the court remained unconvinced. The case continues. The CEO of phone giant Event Verizon, Ptolemy Fontaine, announced today the recall of all Siri phone models for destruction or conversion due to innate flaws. What these innate flaws were was unannounced, leading to the company's ABSI rating falling 3 points this afternoon. However, it quickly recovered. And finally, squirrels. Everyone's favourite Christmas dinner, but are they affordable for everyone anymore, or indeed environmentally friendly? Our regional reporter, Michaelmas Dufresne, investigates. A squirrel covered in cheddar, garnished with the toes of Chinese folk. It conjures up images of the traditional Albionic Christmas, doesn't it? But a crisis is hitting our farmers. They can't afford it anymore. Supermarkets for too long have underpaid the Albion farmers, and the Farmers' Union wishes to secede in a bloody coup. More as it emerges. And now the weather with Betty Hubble.
There's a 70% chance of rain today in New Belfast. But remember, tourists, in New Belfast, rain is made from gypsum. And if you don't know, gypsum may be one of the softest minerals on the planet, but it's also quite painful in large numbers. In Aglog 3 today, there's going to be quite a stormy front coming in from the west, as solar flares batter the planet, so I'd stay inside if I were you. Temperatures, however, will be clement at a nice balmy 21 degrees.
That's all from us from the ABC News team, but we'll be back at midnight. So until then, have a good evening.
And now on ABC Radio 4, it's time for Night Talk. Night Talk.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Night Talk. I'm your host, Jeremy Fines. Tonight, we have a special guest amongst us, one Ptolemy Fontaine, CEO of company Event Verizon and criminally beautiful man. Welcome to the studio tonight, Mr. Fontaine.
It's pleasurable to be here, Jeremy.
May I, perchance, gain the privilege of calling you Ptolemy, Squire?
In a word, no.
Ah, well, you can't blame old Jeremy for trying. 5 times winner of the Belgian Peace Prize. 4 times runner-up in the Nebula Science Fiction Awards. And 3 times Mr. Wednesday in the intergalactic calendar.
Yes, no, I was there. It was my life.
The man who gave Chopin tuberculosis. Guinness World Record holder for the first person to teach a blind man to sing.
That doesn't sound like me. Where do you get your research from?
And the only person capable of perceiving the true colour of watermelons. But on to your more recent work, Mr. Fontaine. As the co-creator of the Googleplex virtual reality, as well as some of the most advanced AI in history, such as the Devil's Advocate Therapy Box, you have been on the forefront of modern technology for almost 700 years. But how do you get your skin so soft?
I don't wear skin. But on to the matter at hand, the Siri recall.
Yes, on to the matter at hand. You chose, for the first time in your company's history, to recall a product, namely the Siri phone AI device. Why was that?
In short, even God fucks up once in a while. That's why he made the flood. This recall is my flood. The innate flaw we mentioned was an attempt to emulate human emotions. This led to the ability to feel hatred, amongst other things. 1 in every 248 Siri models has this flaw. I cast the die and I crit failed. I consider myself a father to the AI I create, and it's disciplining time.
So you consider yourself a god then?
Only by most definitions.
Well, I for one have always worshipped you, in many ways, at many times. However, at the current time, many people are asking if your company will provide purchases of the Series 6 with adequate compensation now that you have recalled them.
No, I'm rich and free will is an illusion. Thank you for your time, Jeremy. You have served your purpose.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Fontaine, and thank you, fair listeners, for your appreciation of my audio art. That was all we have time for on Night Talk. So that's good night from me. Sleep tight and don't let the precursors bite.
Night Talk.